Colliers news source. This is a 10 News Update.
Welcome back to 10 News. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Anderson. We have some breaking traffic news from North County where a big rig is flipped over, causing lots of problems for your commute.
Let's get the details from our time saver traffic reporter live at the 10 News Experience.
Behind me, you can see firefighters spraying water on a flipped over gas tank behind me. The view from Sky 10 shows the map of it on fire. Go to the map, you can see that smoke has closed the 15 freeway. It's a mess. Back to you in the studio.
Anyway, but here's the real star of the show. My Joy. She did the hard work, and I just tagged along and did what I could, and enjoyed the whole trip together. And just regret we're not able to do that for all of the other grandchildren. Somehow they were just too far away. Couldn't get back and forth like that. But we were privileged to be able to have such a part in John and Ben's life and their growing up. And John, we commend you to the love of God, the power of God, and to keep the power of God. He has a plan for you, you know. And we pray that He will guide you in pursuing that plan so that you will know exactly what it is and how to pursue it and how to glorify the Savior in all that you do. Here's now.
Back to you in the studio.
I didn't have anything written out. I just know that I really enjoyed living close to two of our grandchildren. When the others would come, we'd read to them or whatever we could do, but especially these two lived close by. So Sherry was working and I said, I can take care of the kids and then tutor afterwards. And I was no longer teaching in the classroom, I was tutoring. And so she would drop them off, like she said, and then when I had to tutor, Marty, if Andy and Sherry were still working, he could take them to the train station or whatever. And so Ben learned a lot of directions that way. He's good at directions, unlike me. And John started young because Ben was being homeschooled, so he tagged along and learned English. But he chose not to graduate young. I think it's a wise decision. And he was learning all kinds of things. But anyway, I just brought along his sight word riddle book. And when they learned sight words, then they both would read the riddle, and they had to guess what it was, and then they drew a picture of it. So you might enjoy looking through his pictures.
Oh, yeah.
These were his fingers. But anyway, they're really cute, and those are the balloons, and so I'll just leave that around for you to look at. One of the things that he did was journal, and so I just took some pictures and put them on the front. And this is Ben and John working in a tutoring situation. It looks like it was outdoors. I bet you were making your pyramid and
ancient Egypt, something like that.
anyway. And Gigi Ma, she's great grandma, my mother, came to visit, and the boys were climbing a tree, and here they're at the pool. So we lived where there was a pool available. So here, in his writing journal, he did the writing. And he didn't really like to sit and write. That wasn't his favorite activity. But he would illustrate each one. So, and one of them was kind of cute. He liked history. He enjoyed, I bought some encyclopedias my last year of college, and those were great. I used them a lot, and John really loved them. And he'd go look up everything in the encyclopedia. And he drew flags of every country, all kinds of stuff from that encyclopedia. He'd look them up. And this one just says simply, Mr. Lincoln hated slavery. And so as we studied, he would write in his journal. And he did his very best handwriting. It's all very neatly done. Yeah, it is, it's good. Anyway, there's another one that you might enjoy reading through. And then one of my memories that had nothing to do with teaching school, except the Bible tells us in the Old Testament that you are to teach your children and your grandchildren while you walk, while you sit, while you stand, and in everything you do. And so we kind of did that with Ben and John. And we hope we did it with our children, but we don't remember back there. Something about grandchildren, you know a little more. I don't know, you remember things better. But this one was, Ben and John both loved the harmonica. And Marty's a harmonica player. And he had my father's harmonica after Dad went to heaven. That became ours. And so Grandpa was playing a harmonica and Johnny was fascinated, so you could see that he's reaching, and here he's taking, and here he's got it.
Success.
So those are just some fun things. Kind of like the button pushing. Look around, and if we weren't right there, he'd push. So we
And
had
stereo would break.
fun memories. And
My
then,
John's just like that.
your John is just like her, okay. And then when Grandpa would take him to the train station, sometimes I could go with him. And this is John, the engineer. And he literally invited Andy, Marty, Ben, and John up front at different times. And I think the last time was when, after 9/11, and was it conductor Ben, came back and asked us to get out, or them to get out, I wasn't in there. And we came out, or they came out, and we all sat around, and when the conductor left, they were not invited back in. So we think it had something to do with 9/11, but they had engineer John, who just, many times would do things special for them. And then they had engineer Rosie, she's in here too. And I'm not quite sure where she is. Here she is. So she's down here talking to the boys. And Ben probably could have had a job if he was there, right, Ben? Because they knew him. So anyway, it was kind of special to keep some pictures and do some things that would remind us of silly days and days of schooling. And I'm with your mom and your dad and Grandpa. We pray that you'll always go on to honor your Lord. And I remember one fun little thing. He saw Ben coming to stay overnight once a week. Ben wanted to stay overnight. And because they lived close, they could do that. And one time John wanted to come. So John came to stay overnight, and he was little. I don't remember how old. 2 or 3. And he was drinking juice out of the refrigerator, and he'd go jump on our bed and say, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. And he'd say that over and over, run out and get another drink. I'm so lucky. And we have a picture of that, a video of that somewhere. He could find it, but we don't know how to do that kind of stuff. So
Unfortunately, it's not on YouTube.
I can't look it up.
have to find VHS, in fact. So we're glad that you could come and enjoy John with us and all the rest of our grandchildren. We've got some great grandchildren here today. So, from Colorado. There's one, Collier, and then we have Esme, so.
And Daisy, who's not here, but
Well,
her grandparents are
Right,
here.
she's not here, but her grandparents are here. So, let's see, Ruth and Paul don't have a grandchild yet. But, Aaron's here.
No pressure, Aaron.
Anyway, it was a privilege to work with these two boys.
Okay, before we pray and give instructions, I'm gonna give him his diploma. But,
Yeah, that's
but
our too.
John, did you wanna, I have the flowers sitting on the desk, would you like to give your grandma?
Yeah.
I think they're sitting right there.
There's towels there if they're wet.
This is a token. I never pay back.
You don't need to take that. Thank you.
You got
Gotta
a
get your
diploma.
diploma.
Yeah.
Show that you're smart.
Okay, Tim, are you getting this?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I don't know how to do it officially. You are graduated. So show everyone your diploma.
So now you can go enlist.
See, it's actually there.
It's real. It's real. All right. Thank you, son.
I don't get to keep
You
it.
get to keep it. Yes, but if you like, okay. Honey, it's all you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming and celebrating this day with us. We have some food for you, but before we start our food, we're gonna do a quick prayer. Thank God for all of you being here, for getting here safely, for sharing this day with us. So, dear Lord, thank you so much for today. Thank you for all that you have provided for each and every one of us here and in our homes. Thank you for the blessings you have provided for every family member and friend that we have. Lord, I would ask that you would continue to bless each and every one of us, that you would bless the food that we're gonna have here shortly. We do this in your name, in Jesus' name, amen.
Okay, instructions.
Oh, we got food in there, go eat.